Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Kerdisha St. Coming up, first Seafarers certification program launched. Over $900,000 spent for road rehabilitation in the Granby constituency and domestic violence workshop to address numerous issues. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories after this.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and a sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Thanks for staying with us. Under the theme to create skillful background for your future endeavors, the Ministry of Trade, Energy and Employment launched the first ever Seafarers certification and training program on Monday. At the opening ceremony, Honorable Minister for Trade, Energy and Employment, Ian Douglas, shared that the introduction of this training came from the realization that a lack of certified seafarers could stifle trade in Dominica.
If we do not have certified captains and certified seafarers, then really it stifles trade in Dominica, because everything that comes into Dominica, really, I mean, passengers come by plane, but every good, every commodity that comes into Dominica have to be shipped in. And now we do not have Amerijet because of Tropical America. So it's even, what I'm saying to you is even more potent. That example is even clearer right now.
The Honorable Minister admonished the participants of the training program to take the course and their developing profession seriously.
I want you to, in your minds and in your mindset, start thinking of what you do right now, not only as a vocation, as you would have seen yourselves before, but right now as a profession. You all are actually becoming more and more professionals, because your accreditation right now is being put at the level of your skills, so that you can go anywhere around the world tomorrow morning and flash that certificate and say that you have been accredited by an international organization and create employment for yourselves anywhere around the world. So you have to start seeing yourselves as professionals, your whole department, your outlook on life, your management of your time and your business. You must see it in business terms, because at the end of the day, this is your job.
Assistant Maritime Administrator Albert Peter expressed that the training is particularly important, as trading by sea plays a significant part of the trade industry in Dominica.
The objective of the training program is of particular relevance to Dominica and this region, since the Caribbean countries are significantly dependent on shipping, which not only provides trade links, but also enhances opportunities to other forms of business and interaction among our peoples. The training will provide the participants with a deeper understanding of selective topics in the field of maritime safety, navigation, communication, to list a few.
Chief Instructor of On Deck Maritime Training Limited, Peter Anthony, gave a briefing on the 7-day course.
The course itself is designed to give you a little more training and understanding, because nowadays everybody needs certification. And I know most of you guys have been running boats for a while, but hopefully we can just impart some knowledge on each other and then be competent with a certificate, which is what you need to go through from now on. Like I say, the course is 5 days or 7 days here, but 5 days. I'm really going to ask you guys to work during this week, because it's a lot of work to get through. Not bearing in mind that you are at sea most of the time, so this shouldn't be so hard for you. The course itself is designed to give you just a certificate with competence at the end of it, and hopefully you get through.
On Deck is an RYA and MCA accredited maritime training center, providing both practical and theoretical courses. It is the only training company able to offer facilities in both the United Kingdom and the Caribbean. In more news, the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Grand Bay constituency, Justina Charles, has revealed that over $900,000 has been spent for road rehabilitation in that constituency. The Honorable Minister was speaking at a town hall meeting on Monday evening.
We spent in excess of $200,000 to do that piece of road for you from Dreddy to the Bodio River. Okay? So we did that. Now we did, for example, inside of Grand Coulibre itself, we did the road costing $149,000, almost $150,000. Lest we forget, when we reach up Montmaniset and those areas, we spent on the entrance to Mountain, we spent $130,000. As we come into Mountain, the main road into Mountain, we spent, let me see if I can tell you, I think it was about, yes, almost $150,000 we spent there. Now, as we come in, we did the retaining wall to enhance the road just below where Alien and them live. You will remember that. We spent about $30,000 to do that. We go up into Tetmon Resource Center. That was one of the first projects that I did as your parliamentary representative, costing about $20,000. That road directly in front of the resource center, costing in excess of $21,000. We went up into Tetmon, around Ping area, we spent $200,000. By the primary school to Ping, we spent $153,000. So we've spent in excess of almost $900,000 on roads for the Tetmon area, not Granby. Tetmon to come into Tetmon. So all of that we've spent.
Honorable Charles revealed that government will embark on a national road rehabilitation program from which her constituency will benefit.
The Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance has asked all the PAL reps to come in with their estimates for all roads that need to be improved, but mostly the secondary roads. So all of us have submitted that. I can say to you, my colleagues laughed when they saw my own, because my own without Mopo and Makaton is already 4-point-something million. Makaton is almost 3 million to do the Mokoto-Mopo road. So all of those are roads that we are going to begin to rehabilitate and improve. And let me just inform you, for you in Tetmon, what are the roads that we are looking at, okay? We are looking at the health center, this road from the main road, just above the church, coming to inside of Savan. We have that road, we are going to do that road, and I can say to you, this road will be done in the next, we will see work commencing in the next month or two in that area. And that is in excess of $200,000 for us to do that piece of road. So you will see that being undertaken shortly.
The Honorable Minister stated that secondary roads will also be given priority.
The road just above Sherman to go up to Tetmon, we have a few little pieces that were not done. We will be addressing that. That is in excess of $90,000. We have the crossing to go to Picodo. When the engineer came up, we looked at from the primary school to go to by Moslem to go out into Picodo Road. We looked at that, and that is one of the things that we are looking at doing in excess of $100,000. We also have lower Picodo, because the Picodo people, we're looking at the piece of road from Picodo coming into Raymond's area and lower Picodo. So there we will be doing some work in that area. We also have Tetmon, you see just above the pipe, to go up to the Soufriere viewpoint, right up where they have the little tourist, little shed where they have there. We are hoping we can hit that piece. I have the estimate for that. So we're looking at having to spend we have spent already $880,000. We are looking so far, all of the roads that I have spoken about, we are looking to spend in excess of $758,000, okay, to do all of the remaining road. I am not sure if I leave out any, you can tell me, but that is going to be part of the national plan to improve roads around the island.
GIS News will bring you more from that meeting in a subsequent newscast. Regional consultant for a two-day domestic and gender-based violence training workshop, Celie Burke, has advised participants that strengthening their ability to be effective responders requires more than just an understanding of the law. Speaking at the opening ceremony last week, she noted that understanding of legislation is just one of several topics covered at the workshop.
The first part of the workshop today will explore the more contextual issues like the role of gender in this form of violence, the implications of this kind of violence, and very importantly, what is it that you bring to your decision making in the handling of these types of cases. On the second day, we will drill down more so on the law. That's where we look at the role of the law in the prevention of gender-based violence. We will look at the criminal law and the civil law and the distinctive role that these two branches of law play. We would look at what we've learned from our research in the region about how we've been doing in law enforcement and prosecution of gender-based violence. What are the gaps? What are the errors that we've made in enforcing the law in this area and in prosecuting the cases in this area? And then we will look at the DV Act.
Burke noted that the workshop not only focuses on domestic violence, but other forms of gender-based violence as well.
Based on our Caribbean reality, sexual violence is also a major factor undermining the safety, security, and integrity of our women, children, and families. And so we cannot, I think, squander this opportunity and only look at DV. I'd like to be able to touch on areas around rape, incest, indecent assault, these other types, sex with minors, these other forms of violence that very much touch our families.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Services and Gender Affairs, Helen Roy, spoke of her expectations of the workshop.
I truly hope that today will mark a moment when we all start to pull back the shroud of silence and take proactive steps to stop it. It is my expectation that the training will provide participants with the knowledge and skills to be able to both identify and deal with domestic violence. The specific objectives of this training are: 1, to strengthen the knowledge and skills of police officers and other stakeholders to not only recognize the instances of domestic violence, but also to sort out the victim from the perpetrator. 2, to provide trainings with tools, best practices, and procedures in handling domestic violence matters and promoting gender justice, and to introduce participants to the concepts of gender equality and human rights within the context of domestic violence.
She highlighted some of the measures put in place by government to assist with combating this social issue.
The Ministry of Social Services, through the Bureau of Gender Affairs, is cognizant of the immense burden created by domestic violence and has focused on increasing the mechanism and structures to support the goal of ending domestic violence. The ministry has provided resources to these programs and implemented several strategies over time. In June 2006, the government approved the National Gender Policy, which advocates for an integrated approach to addressing the problem of gender-based violence, including intimate partner violence, capitalizing on both governmental and non-governmental actors involved in the field. Notwithstanding, there is a lot more work to be done.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Children, yell and tell if someone tries to abuse you. Tell until someone believes you and they do something about it.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. Grand Bay has added another centenarian to its growing list. On Thursday, Edna Alexander joined Dominica's elite group of centenarians as she celebrated her 100th birthday with a special mass and Thanksgiving ceremony. In attendance of the celebratory events were His Excellency the President of Dominica, Charles Seafarer, and Mrs. Seafarer, the parliamentary representative for the Grand Bay constituency, Honorable Justina Charles, and the Honorable Minister for Social Services, Lady Catherine Daniel. His Excellency Charles Seafarer, addressing the ceremony, attributed the healthy and long life of Centenarian Alexander to a healthy, active lifestyle and consuming locally grown foods.
For us, life is in the supermarket. Food grows in the supermarket. Meats and fish and vegetables, they are made in the supermarket shelf. And if the supermarket is closed, we cannot eat. But there was no supermarket when Dada was growing up. And she's 100 years. How many of us are going to make 100 years on all of the processed foods that we've been having? And we cannot go from here to Tete Lale. We will stand up there to wait for somebody to give us a lift. Because Tete Lale too far to walk, to go to. And people used to walk from here to Tete Mon, to Roseau, to Stowe, to anywhere where they had to go. And therefore, we've load, absolutely. And that made for a stronger constitution. You know, like the foundation of your house, if you build that strong, the house will stand. But if your own constitution growing up as a young man, as a young woman, as a child, is not sufficiently solid, the first flu that pass, fini versa, fini bat, because you have no resistance in your bones, in your body.
Alexander also credited her long life to a healthy lifestyle as well as staying connected to God. His Excellency Charles Seafarer remarked that it is important to speak to the elderly in order to learn healthy habits which will enrich and lengthen one's life.
It is important for us to speak with the elderly. Let them tell us how life in Dominica, in the community, was, so that we can understand. We don't want to go back to a time where there was no roads. We don't want to close the secondary schools. So it is not that we want to return to life as it was 100 years or 50 years or 39 years independence, before independence. But we have to understand that it is not everything that we see on television, not everything that we see on the supermarket shelf that is good or better than what we produce and can produce for ourselves.
And finally, this news time, the final 4 contestants vying for the title of Miss Dominica 2017 have secured a sponsorship. The contestants were officially sashed at a press conference last week. Esther Francis, Kerdisha Joseph, and Gabriel Abraham have been sponsored by the Discover Dominica Authority. Esther Francis is Miss Waitikabuli National Trail, Kerdisha Joseph, Miss Emerald Pool, and Gabriel Abraham is Miss Indian River. The 4th contestant sashed was Zethar Baron. Baron is sponsored by Range Developments. The contestants expressed gratitude to the sponsors for making their journey of Miss Dominica a lot easier.
I am 23-year-old Esther Francis, representing the community of Goodwill. I'm so excited, happy, and appreciative to be sponsored.
I am Kerdisha Joseph, contestant number 5 in this year's Miss Dominica 2017 pageant. Now Miss Emerald Pool, which represents an exquisite and wonderful waterfall grotto, which is located in UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Mont Wapito National Park. On behalf of my team, my family, and my community. I want to say a special thank you to Discover Dominica Authority, Dominica Festivals Commission, and Flow for their continued support and sponsorship towards me as I vie for the title of Miss Dominica 2017.
I am elated to be sashed this morning as Miss Indian River. I am Gabrielle Abraham, contestant number 3 in this year's pageant. The Indian River is one of our most alluring rivers. It is located in Portsmouth, and it is a source of revenue for many and one of our most prestigious tourist attractions. I'm very, very proud to be representing this gem in Dominica.
Today, I, Zephyr Baron, have been given another opportunity to rejoice whilst on this journey. Hailing from a village of humble hearts, I proudly represent the Forsaja community as the second contestant in this year's Miss Dominica pageant.
The Miss Dominica show is carded for the 24th of February 2017. That's news. Shaakira Pierre is up next with Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Premier ministre et puis ministre Finance, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, fait annoncement que le gouvernement qui fait available $45 millions pour projet géothermal à Dominique. Honorable Skerrit fait annoncement ça là pendant un forum privé à l'hôtel Fort Young semaine passée. Premier ministre a dit si projet ça là fait bien et que bénéficie secteur privé Dominique. Programme Citizenship par Investment qui finance le projet ça là. À d'autres nouvelles, ministre Pêche, Honorable Johnson Jaigo, explique l'importance là pour tout secteur tapé éducation et management Glo Dominique. Il y a un workshop qui a point place à l'hôtel Fort Young pour aider tout le monde qui est dans les affaires pêche, manager le monde qui a venu pêcher à Glo Dominique sans licence. Honorable Jaigo dit à parmi les sujets qui sont discutés à workshop là, c'est pour mettre une loi en place pour manager les devices pêchés à Dominique.
Dans ces sujets que garder compte aujourd'hui là, c'est comment vous pouvez manager commandement ces affaires pression ça yo. Comme ça à présent Dominique, nous avons un spécial FAD programme, Fisheries Aggregating Device. Ça c'est bagaille gouvernement qui mettait glo à la mer, device gouvernement qui mettait à la mer pour attracter ces gros poissons. C'est thon, c'est wéléa, c'est vaouéa. Mais toutes ces poissons ça yo une loi qui gouverne yo international. So il y a ces poissons ça yo qui pas à pêcher yo trop. Il y a des yo qui on pour savent qui valeur ou ka pour yo en zone. So you can mettre toutes ces lois ensemble. Parce qu'à présent, nous avons la plus gros que notre sortie à chez Poisson Dominique. Et puis, nous avons acheté ces copoissons parce que nous avons regardé ça fait exportation poisson pour un business.
Honorable Jaigo aussi dit Customs et puis Division Pêche qui travaillent ensemble pour développer l'industrie pêche Dominique.
Tout le monde qui a fait poisson, ils savent qui va les tons à qui les qui va les exporter, comment nous pouvons commander. Va faire ces pêcher ces bails ça yo avec toute porte avec costume avec tout yo que comprendre ensemble yo que travailler ensemble en unité pour manager ces affaires ces poissons ça yo.
Ministre Santé Honorable Kenneth Darrow a supporté éradication pit latrines dans pays là. Honorable Darrow a parlé pendant une cérémonie pour signer contrat semaine passée pour 42 prévus pour famille à Kings Hill. Honorable Darrow dit si prévu 9 là plus meilleur pour santé moun. Il dit pas qu'à parler seulement comme un ministre mais à capacité un docteur. Projet ça là financé à bas programme Citizenship par Investment. Honorable Senator Isaiah Benoit dit il plaisir constituency là qui bénéficie du programme là. Il dit aussi administration labor qui tient parole yo. Benoit dit projet ça là qui stimule les bénéfices économiques à Kings Hill. Et puis finalement, 9 moun qui a point par un calypso qui joignent et puis Wadice à ce soir 25 février. Stéphane Trinidad, c'est seulement mon 9 qui a point par un final one là. Semi-final point place samedi, semaine passée. Et puis c'est juge la choisi Jeanne, Tasha P, Webb, Caressa, Daddy Chess, Bob, JD et puis Genius. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Stay tuned to your tip of the day. In today's tip, we'll discuss some of the benefits of cayenne pepper. The health benefits of this pepper are almost too unbelievable, but its reputation keeps growing among medical researchers as well as alternative health aficionados. It can do everything from kill cancer cells in the prostate, lungs, and pancreas to immediately stop a heart attack within 30 seconds. Cayenne pepper increases metabolism by immediately influencing the venous structure. It is nothing short of amazing with its effects on the circulatory system as it feeds the vital elements into the cell structure of capillaries, veins, arteries, and helps adjust blood pressure to normal levels. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kerdisha St. Thanks for watching.